Hey everyone, what is up? My name is Anna and welcome to my YouTube channel. This channel is going to be all and mostly about running. I've been running for like 11 years now, and it's just something that I've become completely and utterly obsessed with. I just wanted to kick off my YouTube channel kind of with an introductory video, talking a little bit about who I am, what my running story is, and what this YouTube channel is kind of going to be like. So I started officially running back in 7th grade for middle school track. I had always played soccer up until high school, but I was a striker a lot of the time. So with it being able to utilize my speed on the soccer field, I knew that track was definitely something I would want to try and potentially pursue once I hit middle school. So throughout middle school, I was a sprinter. I ran the 100 and the 200 meter dashes, as well as some relays, but it was always such a blast, and I was experiencing some success and just having so much fun with it. So I definitely wanted to continue on to high school, which I did. So high school is when I started to shift upwards, kind of more towards the middle distance events. And by the time I graduated, my primary events were the 400 and the 800, and then the relays as well. To my greatest surprise, I started to get letters from different colleges the fall of my senior year in high school. So I took some official visits to schools that really interested me, and also schools that I wanted to pursue academically as well. And then by November, I was committed. I signed with Bucknell University, which is where I attended for the next 4 years and ran track and field, and then eventually cross country as well. I started off at Bucknell as a middle distance runner, just like high school. Moving up a little bit more to the 1500 as well as the 800, but never really seeing anything further. But fall of my freshman year, my coach did have all of the middies run a cross country race with the cross country team, just for training purposes, you know, nothing crazy. My teammates and I actually kind of joked about it just because it was so absurd that we were running a cross country race, or we felt like it was. But little did I know that race right there, it was a 4K. That 4K cross country race was literally going to change the rest of my running career and pretty much the rest of my life. So after an okay freshman year, my coach and I decided to give cross country a go. So I started cross country training that summer, and that's when I was introduced to kind of all things distance running, whether it's mileage or, you know, I don't know, GPS watches. I didn't get a GPS watch until the end of my freshman year, and now I'm just really obsessed with them, and I did all the research to get this one right here, and it's my most prized possession. So little things like that. And then also that summer when I started cross country training is also the summer that I pretty much fell in love with distance running. So that being said, cross country was a big hit my sophomore year. It was just so much fun, and I'm sure a lot of distance runners can relate who have run cross country, just like the team component of it, as well as the grind. You kind of get out there, and it isn't so much about times, but it's more just about racing and what you can do to contribute to your team. And you're just out there with a huge group of badass women, just, you know, getting ready to go up and down those hills or the mud or the snow or whatever the elements kind of offer that day. So I really think it brings out really strong characteristics in runners. And it was just always so much fun. Fast forward to track my sophomore year, indoor and outdoor. I started dabbling a lot in the mile, but then also in the 3K and the 5K. And then actually, which is so funny, I used to joke about it when I was an 800 meter runner, I dabbled in my first 10K, the big 25 lapper. I had never envisioned myself running a 10K on the track. I also never envisioned myself thinking right now that my favorite events on the track are the 5K and the 10K, and that the 3K and all those shorter distances are just too fast for me. I don't have the leg speed anymore for it. So ever since that year, my sophomore year, my love for distance running had just continued to grow so immensely. But unfortunately, the last 2 years of my collegiate career, so my junior and senior year, I hit row bump after row bump, and I never really achieved any of my goals or anything that I had dreamed of. And that was really hard for me. It was really hard. I really could not get back on my feet. So those row bumps consisted a lot and mostly of mental row bumps. I was dealing with, and still kind of am dealing with every now and then, an eating disorder ever since the 8th grade. Kind of goes back and forth in waves, but that's for another video. And with that, and kind of like the behaviors that I have learned from that eating disorder and I've kind of acquired, I started to abuse mileage. I had low iron, then in result, I had tons of workout and race anxiety, like just so bad. And it really hindered my ability to get better and to succeed and to contribute to the team and to further my career. So unfortunately, but kind of fortunately, I learned that running will break your heart. And sometimes it just seems like running doesn't love you back the way that you love running. You can put in the time, the miles, like all the strength training, and for some reason, like nothing just seems to click, and it's heartbreaking. You kind of just want to quit sometimes. And there's not really an explanation for it. That being said, I'm here from the other side, and I say that with a lot of confidence to tell you, if you're struggling or if you're not struggling, that, you know, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And if you're struggling with something, whether it's an injury or a mental barrier or something outside of running that seems to impact your workouts and your races, it does get better. And I am evidence of that. And you know, without those experiences, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have learned what I have learned, and I wouldn't be able to sit here right now making a YouTube video, making a YouTube channel all about everything that I've learned, hoping to inspire and to share some wisdom to you, another runner who could hopefully benefit from it. Because I know when I was really struggling, I always leaned on other people and tried receiving advice, and I just think I just want to take everything that I learned, everything that I struggle with, everything that I still struggle with, and kind of just have a platform to vocalize all of that to then help someone else. So I have been out of college for almost a year now, which is actually pretty crazy. I graduated back in 2019. And I have continued running. Some of that has looked kind of freely and recreationally. But lately I have been kind of honing a little bit more on my training the past few months and really getting serious about it. And that fire that wasn't really lit back in college those last 2 years to race well and to really focus on the results a little bit more, that fire is really lit right now. And I have so many goals that I want to tackle, all the way from the 5K to the 10K, half marathon, and then the full marathon. So I have run a couple half marathons, and then I am training for my first marathon, the big 26.2, the huge mystery. And I just have absolutely enjoyed the process so much post-collegiately. Healthier, I have a better mindset approaching my training. So I have continued running. I plan to continue running for as long as my body, holds up for me. She does a lot. She's done a lot for me, so I trust her. So gotta allow her a little bit of grace. But post-collegiate running has been absolutely just so much fun. I just feel really grateful right now to be a part of the running community and was surrounded by so many strong people. And there are so many topics within the running industry that I want to share here on this platform, whether it's eating disorders in the running culture, mental health, body image in a uniform, how to feel confident before a workout, or maybe even how I fuel my workouts. Little things like that here and there, throughout running, everything running. I just cannot wait to dive into it because I have so many thoughts about so many different things. And like I said before, I just really want to be someone who can offer advice and wisdom to you to hopefully help you along your running journey. So if you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for bearing with me as I kind of figure out this whole YouTube thing and filming thing. The camera, there's a little lens right above, a little camera right above the lens that shows me. And I kind of just want to look at it and check my hair, make sure the lighting is okay. So it's super tempting. But yeah, so I'm just learning the ropes here and kind of getting these first few videos out, getting all the kinks out and stuff like that. But I'm just so excited to dive into this YouTube channel. So thank you again. I hope you stay tuned for more videos. But until then, happy running.